What's up, y'all? So we're back again with another episode. I figured I'd go ahead and start this one off with finishing out this clue scroll I ended up picking up. I never actually worked on a lot of clue scrolls growing up. I've actually never done pretty easy ones. So I wanted to knock this one out to start this episode off. It's gonna be a pretty easy one. It's a beginner one. Runelight pretty much helps you with that. First off, we gotta go see what the tramp wants. Pretty sure he'll need an item that we'll end up having to buy or make. And yeah, we'll just kind of go ahead and get that done real quick. I don't think I'll be opening the casket. I think I want to let those kind of build up for a while, and we'll see what we can get of like one big opening at one time. But since it's set in the inventory, I want to knock this out. When I was looking at the bank trying to find something to do, a pike. You want a pike? What is a pike? What is that? Pike. Okay, alright. We're gonna do things the hard way. I guess we'll go and fish it, even though we are on a main and not an Iron Man. I figured we'll just do it the fun way and see what we can get. So let's see. Is it rod fishing? Probably pike. Yeah, fishing rod and bait. So I have to use bait instead of fly fishing, is what I'm assuming. Fishing rod. And we gotta go buy some bait. And then we have to cook it, I believe. That's also what he wants. Let's see here. He will. So yeah, we're gonna go pick up the fishing and we'll get his pike and then we'll move on to the next step of the clue. As far as what we're going to be doing in this second episode, I don't really exactly have a plan. I don't really want to plan things out too much like Snorch or other YouTubers. I don't really have a direction overall that I really want to go with this. If you guys have some recommendations or some comments on things you'd like to see or you think things would be beneficial for the account, obviously I want to quest. That's my biggest thing. I always put off questing on any account that I've ever had before, and I never actually accomplished a lot of them. So I would really like to accomplish, getting the quest cape, but that's kind of like a longer term goal. Other than that, I want to like learn how to do more of the combat intensive stuff like bossing and eventually PvP. But for now, if there are just smaller goals that you guys think that are beneficial, like maybe I don't know, learning to do farming right off the bat or something like that, I don't know what would be beneficial. So just let me know. But as of right now, there's no real direction. It's just kind of whatever comes up and whatever seems like fun that I want to grind out. I'm going to grind out for a while. And that'll kind of just be the content you guys see unless you recommend something else. So just hope you enjoy, being along for the ride. Bait pack, I'm assuming. This is... You don't have enough coins. How expensive is this shit? Don't tell me I walked all the way for nothing. 3 coins each. Value 300. How much comes in one? 100 sets of fishing bait. So I guess it's on par for being expensive, but I don't think I need to buy a whole lot. So maybe if I just buy, yeah, let me just buy some bait and it'll be fine. I don't even know if there's a fishing spot around here. I've never fished anywhere close to here. Yeah, there's some way down here, but if I just teleport back to Varrock, we are gonna have to go and do all night rune run after we get this pike cooked up for Charlie. So let's go get our fish and then we'll see what we can do as far as getting some runes. I think you can get them from the mage arena out in the wilderness, something I've never done before. But I do need them and I don't necessarily want to buy them from the Grand Exchange. So yeah, we'll just do things the hard way just for the sake of doing them the hard way. Let's go get this fish. Not sure what's going on here, if this is a new like strat of fishing or something. But yeah, look at this. Look at us just hovering here. The game is not running right at all. Hey, there we go. And we got 44 fishing. Let's go, guys. Easy peasy. First try. Let's see if we can cook it first try, too. Need 20 cooking. Oh, bro. What is going on? I have 16 cooking. This is not good, guys. Lord. Alright, let's see. Meats. I mean, can I get more... more fish that I can cook with bait? Alright, good news and bad news. 44 fishing, nowhere near enough cooking. Alright, so after catching 3 fish that we still cannot cook, we're just going to walk right over here and come pick up our fly fishing equipment. because we still need to get the cooking levels and we can't cook the stuff that we're catching. So all I know is Charlie better like this damn fish. Wait a minute. I think I already have inventory from Wintertod that I can cook. Oh my goodness. I think I can cook trout. I better be able to cook trout. Let's see here. Cooking. No, cooking. Meats. Can I cook trout? Where are you at? Trout. We can cook trout. Wonderful. That is fantastic. I think there's a cooking range right over here. Maybe. Oh, there's an opening in the gate? That's crazy. I didn't know that. We should be able to go right on in here. Maybe? You need cooking level 25 to cook a salmon. Oh, it's not even a... Oh, my... Alright, little update. 17 cooking. And the trout is the white one. Alright, 3 more levels. This should go pretty quick. One more. Hey, there it is. There's the 20. Now we can go right up here. Oh, no. Hey, there we go. Thank goodness. Alright, the fuck out of here. Alright, let's see. Where is this majorine? I definitely think we're gonna need to just go ahead and get some runes just to make jumping out a little, or jumping around a little easier. To do this clue scroll and just everything overall. So, how can I get there quickly? How can you TP? I don't have 89 or lunars, so that's not an option. I have to walk all the way there? Wilderness lever and Artie and Edgeville. There's a lever. Oh, okay. We could just walk over to Edgeville. And after a bunch of fumbling around and trying to find the damn lever, here we go. Let's pray to God that no one's camping. Yes, warning. Yes. I'm a brave boy. Take me to the wilderness. Let them take my money. All right. I'm pretty sure I have to run out of here. Oh, dude, no way. I didn't bring anything to chop. Okay. Can I pull the lever and go back? Alright, this is off to a terrible start. Can I pull the lever and go back? Is that how that works? That's exact... Huh. Okay. I mean, it works. It's not what I wanted, but it works. We save the run energy. Alright, now we gotta go get like an axe. And try this all over again. Alright. Alright, let's do a take 2 and see if we can get this shit on the way. Alright, take 2. And then we should be able to pull this into right where we need to be. Alright, that's what we're talking about. Alright, let's buy some runes. Let's go. Nice. 50 is going to take it most of it. It's kind of like the only reason that we came here, just because it's something I can't really buy outside of everything else, and then we should be good to go. Alright, so that should take care of us for just a little bit. I didn't know. I figured they would be a little cheaper than what they were, so obviously we'll have to go back relatively soon, but at least we didn't have to rely on the Grand Exchange, and we learned something new. So we got all the way out here, and I completely forgot to get a spade, even though it tells you right here with the little rune light helper to get a spade. But if I'm not mistaken, my kids told me that there is one here, so I'm just going to look around for it. I don't really want them to tell me exactly where it's at, but because they're, you know, they're actually on the RuneScape journey as well. But yeah, I believe there's one in here that they had mentioned. So we're gonna see if we can just find that real quick instead of having to go all the way. Yeah, there it is. So having to go all the way back. Thankfully, we ended up having to come here for our clue anyway. The next time we definitely will not be forgetting that spade, so I'm gonna grab this real quick right over here. Thankfully in the direction we have to go anyway to get out. Pick up the spade there. Boop. Hopefully this is the last step. Man, we definitely gonna have to crack out some agility after this because this has taken a year and a day. I mean, it is a trek. I feel like once you become members and that agility skill kicks in, I feel like you just walk so slow. So hopefully this is the last step so we can just bank the casket. I don't really feel like it. Yeah, it is. Cool. Alright, let's go back and bank that and we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. Here we are, back in a very familiar territory for all of us that have successfully completed Waterfall. We definitely decided to go ahead and just start training some of that agility. I cannot stand our walk limit right now. So instead of doing the Draenor one, we're just going to go over here to the Gnome Stronghold, I believe? Gnome Fortress? The Grand Tree? Go over here to the Gnome Stronghold. And we're just going to knock out a couple levels, just get the course. I know it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more efficient, and agility is probably my least favorite thing to train. It's not terrible, but it's also not fun. I just want to get it out of the way so that way we can go ahead and have some, some more stamina. And then after that, I think we might lean towards just leveling up some of these combat stats, maybe doing some Slayer just to get some of those lower level Slayers out of the way. Again, I am putting off more and more questing. I know I said I want to get the quest cape eventually, but I mean, it's just not my favorite thing. It never has been, but hopefully this time around we're going to try and get a little bit more into it, and maybe it'll be interesting, maybe it won't, but we'll just work our way towards that cape. But for right now, we just need to go ahead and knock out some agility so we can get this stamina up. So yeah, we're just gonna go knock out a few levels of these courses. I won't bore you guys with it too much, but we're gonna try and level that up here in a little bit in this episode. Again, we don't really have any clear goal. We're just kind of trying to progress the account. But if there's anything you guys want to see, just let me know. There we go, level 3. Definitely forgot to record level 2, but we're making a little bit of progress here. I'm not sure. I'm trying not to look up any guides for anything. I don't really want. I'm just trying to go based off prior knowledge. I don't really want to look up too much previously unless I just can't find something like a shop. But I'm not sure how long you're supposed to stay here. I know you can't really do anything too early. I forget what the course levels are. Like I said, I know you have Draenor, but I just chose to come here and do this. And then I know the next one after that is Alcarid, which is 20, but I don't remember if you stay here until 20 or if there's another way to train it. I'm sure questing obviously is the fastest way to get some of the early XP, but we just don't feel like doing that right now. So we're just going to try and knock out as many levels here. I guess we'll probably be here until 20, and then we'll go and knock out another like 20 or 30 at Alcarid. I believe here in the first couple levels, there we go, see level 4, this might go faster than we think. I believe in the first couple levels you don't actually unlock any of the marks of grace or anything like that. But once we get those, that'll be real helpful. Again, we're not trying to rely too much on the Grand Exchange, so I won't really be selling anything there until like I really just want to like maybe liquidate the account and move on once we max. But even then, I don't think I'll really just be selling too much on there, other than maybe to fund it with bond. But yeah, outside of that, we're just gonna try and knock out some more of these. And I believe this one around right here should give us another level. Should be already a level 5, so that'd be a fourth of the way there. So there we go, level 5. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long at all. So we will just kind of see with each level. Alright guys, just to kind of cut the agility part of this video short, because it's mostly an agility update just because there is a lot of footage. We went and did the Alcarid course, and we eventually tested out the Draenor course, and it was just so slow, but we did Alcarid until about 30, and then we went and did the agility arena, and we do have a clip of that, just to kind of round out the agility portion of this episode. So we're just going to cut to that real quick just to make it a little bit faster and save you guys some time. Alright guys, so we're going to go right over here to trade. We're going to trade one ticket in. 345 level 40 agility. We've been working on this Brimhaven agility course, which I found through watching Alkin. Never done or never even seen this before, and man, it gives you some crazy XP. It's a lot of fun. It's very AFK-able. Comparatively, it just feels like I'm getting it a lot faster than I was with the running around on the rooftops, and knowing that you can kind of like cheese the system and get the rewards and go through and get XP straight off of buying it with tickets, or you can also just exchange the crates to get your graceful. This is a game changer for me. I was really having a rough time getting through those early levels, but now that we're at 40, I think we can do almost all the obstacles in there, so this should go a lot faster, but we might actually cut it off here, and I've been wanting to go do some Slayer just to get the low-level Slayer out of the way, so I think we're probably going to go ahead and head over and do that. Ended up ending it with like 20 tickets and 21 Brimhaven vouchers. Got a random mystery event and ended up getting a medium clue scroll, so we can add that to our clue scroll tab and end up doing that later on. But let's go ahead and jump over to some Slayer and we'll get that started. Okay, so doing a quick evaluation of the account, we do have level 40, so we can go ahead and start some of the Slayer tasks. However, we're at 1, so I was trying to see who would be the best one for our combat level of 33. Seems that it is going to be Canifis, but we do have to knock out Priest in Peril. And our gear is kind of bad. You know, we do need to work on the defense a little bit, but right now we do qualify for Rune Scimitar, which we will have to like farm later. I'm hoping to get like the Fire Giant task or something to knock that out. But I don't want to set at the crab and just, you know, farm the experience. I know it's the most efficient way, but I'd rather just slowly get it with the Slayer test, but we have to unlock Canvas first. So we can end this episode out just by knocking out this quest real quick. We have the essence for it, we just don't have the essence pouch, and we are able to tele to Varrock, so we're just going to go ahead and knock this out just to round this out so we can really get into some Slayer next episode. Also, something I did learn on our way over there that I wanted to point out, I mentioned earlier in the video that, you know, it does increase your stamina to get the agility up, but apparently it increases the rate at which you recover your stamina. So, I mean, that's good to know. I never knew that. I never, you know, never even trained agility whenever we were free to play back in the day, so this was all new to me. But I think getting that up and getting the recovery up will be, you know, just overall pretty beneficial, so that way we don't have to wait hours and hours on end. But yeah, just thought I'd clarify that. We know that now. And would you look at that, right when we decide to go do a quest, we get another random event. I told myself that I would do most of these, so let's see. Do you want to meet my pet? His name is Pete. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I think he just shows you what the balloon animal that he wants to, uh, doesn't he show you what balloon animal it is, or no? Some of the balloon animals have the key in them, and if you pull the lever, it tells you which shape animal contained. Oh, okay, so you gotta pull the levers. Got it. Oh, the lever. Got it. Pop. 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 Alright, cool. Let's see what we get from the random event. I doubt it'll be anything super amazing, but yeah, I'm glad I could help you. 3 diamonds. We will take the crafting experience. Overall, this fight's pretty easy. It's not hitting too big. Numbers are, well, we're getting kind of low there, but I mean our stats are low overall, so it's not too scary. And we brought this food just because it's what we were carrying at the agility arena because it was extra in the bank, but we should be able to clear this pretty easily. Alright, here we go with another trip all the way back, but we should have all the essence we need. Then we can finally wrap out this quest and this episode. I definitely think next episode will lead into a whole lot of Slayer. Alright, coming up on the end of the quest, and there it is. Priest in Peril done. Alright, now that we got all that unwarranted advice out of the way, let's go ahead, and now we can get our task. We also boosted up to level 16 prayer, which is going to be a big help. Ironically, not a huge help until we get all the way to 43, but let's get this task and let's see what we're about to do. Hunting shades, 65 shades. All right, that's our first task. I have no idea if that's good or not, but I guess we'll find out.